name is Edwin Bass, and I am an undergraduate student doing my final year of undergrad at Stellenbosch University in a Bachelor's in Educational General intermediate phase, and I'm also an aspiring LLB postgraduate student. I'm originally from Pretoria, Gauteng, and I moved down to Stellenbosch in 2018 to work within the education sector, get to learn more about our country's education system and how myself as an educator can be an agent for change and create sustainable transformation in South Africa and the communities around me. I also want to branch out into LLB just to assert myself and gain more knowledge on how to create effective and sustainable change. Also seeing what ways legislation affects our education system. I am also a Golden Key International Society member, and I've had the immense privilege of serving for student leadership throughout my university career. In my first year, I served on the Education Student Committee for the faculty, where I dealt with marketing and social media, and I had I've served 2 terms rather, for my residence, Simonsberg men's residence, on our house committee, where in my final term I served as an exec member as well. And it really was such a privilege being able to work with so many people, understand the facets and dimensions of so many different backgrounds and cultures, and really gave me an insight to the necessity needed for not only student leaders but anyone who's willing to see sustainable change in their lives. How important it is to work with other people, get in touch with other people, and engage with other people.
Having studied education for the past 4 years, I've had the privilege of being exposed to how education affects our youth, how us as educators and communities are involved in education. That ties in to Ubuntu and how Ubuntu affects us as South Africans every day. I'm really excited to expand on my idea and definition of Ubuntu and really contribute to my work in the education sector and just as a person in general about how we as different people interact with one another, how those interactions change and shape our lives, and how we can use said interactions to make our lives and the next person's lives better. I truly believe in a place in a country where we're all equal, we're all able to understand one another, or at least aim to try and understand one another and use our different strengths to help each other and use our needs as assets and aims and opportunities in order to increase ourselves, better ourselves, and hopefully better the place around us. Thank you.